If your community needs a change, Jason Murillo is your man. Born and raised right here, Jason Murillo knows our city's heart and soul. A proud father and small business owner, he's lived the challenges many of us face every day. Jason believes in strong families, safe neighborhoods, and smart economic growth. He's committed to lowering taxes, improving schools, and creating jobs. With Jason Murillo on the City Council, you get a leader who listens and acts. His visionary leadership will ensure a brighter future for our kids and grandkids. Jason is more than just a candidate. He's a neighbor, a friend, and a true conservative committed to making our city the best it can be. So when you vote, vote for Jason Murillo, because our city deserves a conservative voice for change. Elect Jason Murillo to the City Council. The change we need, the leader we trust.
Time to shine. Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Vero G, and right now you're watching the Vero G Spotlight TV show and podcast. We're here with an amazing guest with us tonight. He has not only served our community, he served our country. He is the one and only Honorable Sergeant Gonzalo Duran. Also, he is running in the Bronx for Congress for New York 15. Let's give it for Honorable Sergeant Gonzalo Duran. Hello there.
Thank you, Vero G. I appreciate the warm introduction.
You're welcome. That did okay. I want to make sure.
It was right on spot.
Okay, thank you. See, come in handy. So I know it's been a while we had you on the show. Mm-hmm. So since then, what you been up to? Tell the viewers watching. Yeah.
Well, since then, I have secured the line for the candidate for Congressional District 15 in the Bronx. And not only for the Conservative Party, but also for the Republican Party. So that's a major deal, as a moderate, in general, as a moderate, for me to get both of these ballot access, it's an incredible thing. It gives me an opportunity. I wish I can get the Democratic ballot too as well, but in due time,
We could get really into that one right there in a minute. I know, because there's like the Republicans, Democrats, and everybody is like a whole fight with everything. So we're going to get into that in a minute. But prior to that, I know you've been really busy, and we want to commend you here on the show. You have done so much tremendous work for the community. We're working alongside this year, the 5th annual Back to School event. We'll be having it taking place hopefully in the Bronx or New York or Manhattan, either or. You contribute so much for the teens you work with, the youth, so much with just giving back. So tell us more about that as well, what you're doing now as we speak for this year.
Well, in my advocacy work, as always, helping veterans and the community members with Devil Dog USA Incorporated. We have programs with the youth. We have our media platforms that we have them participate with. We have our regular programs, recreational activities. This year, we're celebrating our 10th year anniversary with our golf program.
Congratulations.
That's been, basically helping individuals learn the fundamentals of golf, mainly veterans and community members and the youth as well. So this year, I think we crossed over 1,000 individuals that we've done that have gone through the program, and for free. Wow. just to be clear, using sponsorship from the community members out there. So we appreciate that. We've been covered over the years with that. And, I'll make a special invitation to you if you would come this year. Would be an honored guest.
Yes, I'll take it.
Besides that, we opened our second office earlier in the year. I think we had just done the interview, the last one, when we did that. And, once again, the programs that we've been doing, knocking out civic engagements. We just started a program where we have debates, because a lot of candidates out there that have never had a real debate, because, we'll talk about this in the political side, but, a lot of incumbents don't go for debates. So, the opponents never get that situation, that ability. And so we've been opening it up for civically engagement, strictly for bipartisan, to allow individuals to pick a choice that they want to, debate on, and then have an open forum for the community.
That's amazing. Again, let me just give applause right now, right, for this man. Let's give it up for him. Okay, now. Awesome. And that's amazing because we need more people like you to give back. And no, you could continue with you.
Yeah, you know, our voter registration has been uptake, and now we're trying to get more veterans to do more civic engagement involved with trying to get them into political parties.
Wow.
Once again, we're not endorsing them. We're a nonprofit, so we can't endorse any particular person,
Yes.
and we can't fund for them. But we can give them the knowledge on the basic of running for office, and try to get them some knowledge on what they need to do, you know, and open it up for them. So I'm happy to say that I know for sure we have at least two individuals through the Bronx Veteran Political Party, which is also a nonprofit, to get two veterans to run for office this year. And well, actually three. I'm the third one.
Oh, okay.
From there. So,
It's
yeah.
okay.
So civic engagement. That's what some of the things we need. The recreation. I mentioned the golf program, community involvement. We've had crochet classes.
Wow.
A bunch of different things coming in through different, we were doing the back to school in a
Yes.
couple weeks,
Yes.
and book programs. I can go. The list goes on and on. But it's an open door policy, and whenever somebody comes in, then we work on them. I mean, a week and a half ago, we sponsored I think the 13th annual Bronx Pride Parade.
Yes.
We were also tabled at that, and obviously you were there performing.
Yeah, definitely.
And, they even asked me as a political candidate to go up there and speak, which I wasn't planning to, nor did I, have anything prepared. But, I mustered it
for
up
it.
and got through, So I wasn't going to waste the time. And, when we go into politics, I love to talk about that a little bit more as well.
Of course, definitely. So we're going to get right into transition to your politics, as you mentioned. So talk about the politics that you mentioned, the people that you're working with, candidates as well. Candidates, one is Gary Lutz, I believe, Dion Powell, I believe, a few other people. Let's mention those that right now on the show who are right now in the Bronx. And talk more about them. Yeah.
So just to let the audience know, I am the vice chairman for the Bronx County Conservative Party, the district leader for the 79th Assembly District, and I am the candidate for Congressional District 15 for New York, which is encompassed completely in the Bronx. And for that situation, I started only a year and a half ago, and I accumulated every couple months a different position, a different stepping stone to get me where I am today. While at that, I've been helping to increase the party by, I want to say, over 15%, and the numbers for this markup, I think, is going to push that either double it or close to the same amount. So I'm very happy about that. What that means of me increasing the numbers to the party means that we have more individuals to fill in vacant positions. We have individuals to run for office. For example, let's say we increase the numbers by 15%. You can see that in our district leaders, in our county committees, and our state committees, positions that are being filled already. I would say that we're like at 85% compared to like 35% before.
Wow.
Not to say that there wasn't individuals there, but active individuals.
Yes.
That's what I mean more so. And then now this particular year, we have 18 out of 21 candidates running for office without our endorsement in our ballot lines. And, before that, it was only a handful of individuals that would actually come in because, the Conservative Party is a third party, but it's one of the smaller parties. So it's not that thing. It's not that big. And it's only in New York State. It's not in the other states. And it's a good venue for individuals that may not particularly want to be associated with the Democrats or the Republicans and looking for a different venue. But, we have former Democrats, Republicans that have joined us, individuals that haven't over the last year. And we're looking forward to increasing that, not only the numbers, the individuals, and the work we're doing. And for individuals like you, giving us the opportunity to be in the media. We've exploded in the media this year. You've mentioned, not only on this show,
Yes.
I think it was the first, yes, you guys were the first on, I think it was like the end of December, early January,
Yes.
that opened the door to announce that the Conservative Party was running a candidate, which was me. And then, now I've been mentioned in the Bronx Times and the Bronx Net as a guest. Now, that's a big thing because before 2021, I couldn't find anything where we were mentioned in the newspaper or media, and I don't see any records from before that. So the Conservative Party has been lacking in the media, not because of the ability to, get on it or have individuals that are qualified for it,
Right.
but the individuals that are being seen and recognized is the problem.
Well, we're honored to just open any doors for you guys as possible to be heard and to be visible. And unfortunately, it happens sometimes, but we're just happy to have any part impact in that. So thank you.
Well, and it's it's a touchy road, politics and working in different programs. I mean, so it's it's understandable, but what I would love for the general population to understand that just because you're conservative doesn't mean you don't have the same ideologies as anybody else. It's just where you stand on the spectrum. Because as a conservative, people were surprised. The members of the LGBT community were surprised when I was there speaking as the conservative representative at the event. But I told them, look, the sword cuts both ways. So you have to understand that we're a part of the community. I'm sure there's people in the Conservative Party that are LGBT or LGBT friendly. So it's once again the dynamics of where you are on the spectrum. Some people may be harder on certain subjects, but lighter on others. So it's not just one particular thing. And what I tell people, me particularly, I say vote the person, not the party.
I love that. Give the person a chance, as they say, before judging like you said, the party or what they represent and everything else. So that's awesome. All right, let's get more into policies now. So prior to your running now, let's talk about who is your opponent. Who you're running against?
Yes, so I'm running against Richie Torres. He's been in politics for many years. He started at a young age. He had some help with local politicians like Jimmy Vaca to give him a stepping stone into the realm. He was city council for many years, one of the youngest, I believe, Afro Latinos that was in it as well. And now he's a congressman. He's been, I think, his second or third term coming up. And, any particular, I won't say that. I know a lot of people would say it differently than I would. He's done a job. He's done the job, the bare necessity of what the job needs to be. Right. I believe it could be done a lot better. Yes. When he was the city councilman and now that he's the congressman, he has represented the poorest districts in the nation in both aspects. Okay. And it hasn't gotten better. So to me, that's saying that it needs to be a change. Right. And I'm the person that I believe can be changed. When you put somebody like him against me, sure, he was a young individual in politics for many years, but he was pretty much handpicked and spoon-fed for the position. I'm not saying he didn't do work for it, but he had a huge advantage when it came to that department. When you look at somebody like me, a combat veteran, nonprofit leader, chaplain, somebody who's worked worked from the bottom up in politics to make his way. Now, and just to be clairvoyant or direct with the people as well, I was a Democrat until about a year and a half ago. And the reason that I switched over so abruptly was I knew the Democratic Party would knock me off the ballot because that's their routine. They try to, anybody that has any ability that, and not within their circle or their puppets or in their, on their payroll, they don't want you to get that position. And I'm not trying to be harsh or vindictive onto any particular party. Just, I believe in, the democratic system. I believe in Democrats, Republicans, independents, conservatives, etc. I believe in what they stand for, but I don't like the way the system is being played right now. Yes. When it comes to the Democratic Party, the Democratic Bronx machine is what I despise, and that's what I'm fighting against. And I've made it a one-man army type of thing that I'm going after them. I've
gotten all the way.
Increasing the Conservative Party, getting more people on the ballot, getting the organization full force. That's been my goal these last couple year and a half. And this is what imagine if I was in the Democratic Party doing it.
Oh, yeah, you'll be,
I'll be strolling over there.
Right, exactly. They'd be like, wait, he just came in and like, what's going on? No, definitely. But I would just say one thing. It's great what you're doing. Like you're really like instead, like you said, with the Democrats and Republicans, which I know we're gonna talk more about that in a minute, but more for the Conservative Party, you've done a lot, and you bring a lot of people a part of the circle, and to embrace what the party's about. And those who don't know what a Conservative Party, explain more about that. Yeah.
So, I mean, I'll break it out the simplistic that, a conservative is someone who's more traditional values, someone who's religious or has some form of religion. There's no in particular one, a higher power type of thing that I would say. And someone who's more fiscally mindful, someone, that's looking for a level of progress, but, not jumping towards socialism or communism and stuff like that.
Got it. So it's like more like a balance of different ideas. And
so, and this is my interpretation of it, and I want to make it very clear because there's a difference between an Ohio conservative and a Bronx conservative. The Bronx is made up of individuals that are majority, first generation, barely second generation individuals, and a large population of current individuals that are, undocumented, illegal, et cetera, et cetera. So, so the same mentality that it's over there is not as harsh. And there are individuals that are hard right conservatives, which there's nothing wrong with that with us, or me and in general. But, from my perspective, the individuals that are within the Bronx conservatives are pretty, they're open-minded. Look at me. Once again, I'm a moderate first generation who's the vice chairman. So that didn't happen out of nowhere,
No, and you work hard.
And I have worked hard for it.
Yes, you put in. I seen it. Like you work, you reach out to the community, you help out people, and you work on all sides. Shout out to the president or like
the chairman. Patrick Manus.
Yes,
yep.
Shout out to him, and you guys have really bring a lot towards the table to this party. So big shout out to you guys for that.
Yeah, actually, I'd like to mention a little bit more about him.
Yes.
He took over. I want to say maybe 2 terms ago, maybe 3. And he's kept the party alive, single-handedly. And now that he has individuals like myself, you mentioned Dion. He was the district leader for the 78th district. And then you mentioned Gary Lutz, who's in the district leader for the 86th district, I believe. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Don't know for sure, but I know it's one of them.
But, individuals like those gentlemen have been pushing the agenda, getting media, community involvement. And those are exceptional individuals that have come into the party at the same time that I did, and made these differences so that, we're in there in a conversation and not outside waiting for it to be,
Exactly. And what I like about it real quickly is that you guys are just regular people, just trying to make an impact.
Look, Eliani, the district leader for the 79th district, she just became a citizen a couple months ago.
Oh, congrats.
Yep. The first thing she did, she wanted to vote, and I explained to her, hey, how do you, this is what you got to do. And I kept it bipartisan. I didn't push my agenda on her or anything like that. And then she was like, well, I want, and I would like to join a party. I was like, well, the Conservative Party is right here if you want.
It's the one right there.
You sign it, sign up right there. And, she's looking forward to voting this year.
Oh, wow.
Now that she's a citizen. And she's also running for state assembly as well.
This is what I'm talking about. This is where people come to America to have the dreams be what they are today. So that's amazing. Maybe cry, but no crying. Good tears. But besides, like I said, now you're running. How do you feel to run against Richie Torres? And be honest.
Honestly, I'll be direct with you. I don't really consider him competition.
Yes.
Although he does have the position and the money, I've always seen myself. Specifically, this last couple 2 years, I've seen myself more as a real politician now. I'm doing the work that a politician would do at a different scale because I don't have the position or the funds or the manpower, but I'm still getting it done.
That's amazing.
Same thing that he's doing. I'm right there, right next to him. I'm just at a different area.
Oh, I can't wait.
So if I had the miscellaneous things that I need, I'll be slaughtering it.
I'm loving this. Yes.
To top it off, but I wouldn't be in this position if it wasn't for the Conservative Party giving me this opportunity. Once again, I did the petitioning for the Democratic Party. I try to go up there, and every year they just knock off people that they don't particularly want. And
terrible.
I last year for City Council District 17, I went over to the different parties and tried and went, and the Conservative Party had something that I really wanted, which was ballot access, so that I can make it to the end. And I worked my way up to where I am now, and I see a bright future. And I wouldn't be able to say that I'm a candidate if somebody didn't give me the opportunity, not in the realms of, let's say, fighting for it,
Right.
but an opportunity to make my case. So like with the Conservative Party, although we don't primary because it's smaller and we do internal elections. If the Democratic Party gave me an opportunity, you would see the numbers go real different, I believe.
There you
And that's where it bothers me the most, because there are hardworking individuals. And I'm gonna throw this out there right now.
No, go ahead.
And I don't know how Eminem feels about it. And
Well, be yourself. That's
I'll take the hit. Look,
Like, I gotta take the seat. Hold on.
If
Look
you're
out.
in New York State and New York City particularly, and you want to run for office, and they're stopping you, we have Democrats going against the party leaders this year, and we have Republicans going against the party leaders this year. So we're willing to work with somebody who's willing who's capable, willing, and fits the requirements and criteria that's necessary. So I'm not giving you a freebie. I'm just saying that if you fit the qualifications for it, then we'll do our best to try to make it happen.
That's amazing. That's what it's about, opportunities and helping other people and just giving the people options. Just being it's only two parties, Democrats and Republicans, and
it's not a two-certain system, and it's unfortunate that we're stuck in that type of environment because it brings so much animosity right now. Since we met, we had a president our former president who was campaigning shot.
Lord.
We have nasty comments going on both aisles going.
Yes.
You have congressmen that look like they're at a child school playground fighting.
It's ridiculous. It's not even like.
I'm sitting back and listening. You're getting paid $100,000 a year to act like this, and you're being videotaped. You guys are ridiculous.
And they're just doing the most just for the moment, just to get the views, and even then the views, because they're just trying to get the votes. Is what it is. So, but let's get back to you now. Okay, so prior to that, what are your game plan? What do you want the viewers that are watching home now and are online as well on YouTube? What would you want them to vote for you? Why? What's the purpose? What do you want to do for change in the Bronx?
Well, if you look at the things that I've been doing, the programs that I've been done for many years, like let's say working with the Bronx Veteran Chamber of Commerce, having businesses and working with the organizations, like having those programs for work employment. Here's one example. We have a program with Today's Pixels, James Washington Ward. He does photography, and what we did is we got him a grant. We gave him space and location, media, and give them the ability to take photographies for organizations where they can do headshots, which a headshot is very important.
It is.
When you're looking for the business in the corporations, and they want to see that presentation. You have to have a certain look. When you look at their Facebook or LinkedIn profiles, or when you have, other different type of things that you need to see that, or if you want to put your face on a flyer, you have to have that ready.
Yes.
That's just one of many. I don't want to make it sound like that's, it's a little thing, but it's a big thing when you need it at the moment. And the program itself has been exponentially helping individuals in their own way. And that's one of many programs that I would like to expand on once I'm in office, and that just shows how I can work with businesses all around. We've moved into our media department, having journalism and media, where we have businesses come in, talk, and then we spread them through social media, through the networks, and different things like that. When it comes to recreational programs, when I was coming back from my service, I was looking at programs like there was a golf program. I was like, why would I have to go to a golf program in Colorado or in Salt Lake? And it's very beautiful areas though.
I mean, it's way out of the city.
But I'm like, look, we have four. At the time, we had 3 or 4 golf courses and 5 golf ranges in the Bronx. I'm like, well, why don't we have programs here for veterans? So taking stuff like that, administratively finding funding, all those things I've been doing for 10 years. I'm not the type of guy that says, I'm starting this program. This is the first annual. No, this is the 8th, the 9th, the 10th year that I've been doing this. These programs are benefiting the community, and if we can get these, expanded, that I would love that for the community. Working with the safety, working with the cops,
Yes.
building relationships with them, having, I myself, and I'm an honorary member of the Guardian Angels for the Brooklyn chapter because I believe in that community public safety, and then also getting individuals to get more active in the community as well. Then you switch it over when it comes to the youth. When I was walking around and asking constituents, why do you think there's so much crime or in this and that? And I'm not trying to, pinpoint on anything specific. This is not my opinion. This is what I was told from the statistics that I gathered, was that they believe that the youth didn't have something to do. So what I did was I started a mentorship program, and we have anywhere between 2 to 4 teens every 8 weeks come into my office, and they shadow me and they work within my office, and we do projects together. So, they have a different venues of what they want to do, but one day sitting next to me while I'm interviewing the mayor to the next day me doing a project that was based off the idea that they had. For example, one teen wasn't feeling good with walking around the neighborhood. The high crime with women being assaulted recently.
Yes.
So we started a self-defense program, and we've been going on for 6 years with Master C.J. Rivera, working with him on that. And we provided at least 7 classes, I believe, and we have 4 or 5 more for the rest of the year. We're hoping to get more funding for that, just an FYI for those out there interested.
Yeah.
And when we're also looking for venues to host us whenever they want. We've done elderly, the youth, LGBT, women specifically.
Yes.
So all these things that I'm doing. Then you put the politics, and you put the nonprofit, and you put the advocacy, you put the chaplaincy, you put all these things together. This is me on a regular basis, while at the same time, doing movie club stuff and other things on the side. And I just want to get those to the people so that they know that's who you're getting. That's the person.
I love that. And like I said, he's a person that you come to you or you go to him. He's a people person. He'll talk to you. He'll have a conversation. He's not these politics. Oh, I don't got time. They're every two like to themselves. So
if I can do a lightning round thing, look, I'm saying back to police. I don't want no more wars. Believe in public safety. I got programs for people out there. And what you said, thank you, I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
I'm a man of the people. I've worked for everything that I want. I've been into politics for many years. I'm in a position that if it's your vote that counts. So it's your choice of who you want. You want the same guy that hasn't been doing much, or you want somebody that can make a difference.
Ooh, might drop somebody. So before we go, tell them where they could find you and where they could book you as well for our next event.
My name is Gonzalo Duran, and I'm running for Congressional District 15. You can check out my website at www.gonzaloduran.nyc. On social media, it's at Gonzalo Duran NYC, all social media platforms. If you want to email me, gonzalodurannYC@gmail.com. Feel free to give me a call, 516-515-0240.
No weirdos calling, please, at a certain time of night. I just got to throw that disclaimer
That's my
part.
campaign number, so it's off and on at certain times, okay?
I had to put that in. No disclaimer. Exactly. But I just want to thank you again, Honorable Sergeant Gonzalo Duran, forgive me, who is running again for the Bronx, New York 15 Congress.
Yes, Congress.
Yes. So please, guys, and they vote for you for this year.
You vote for me in November.
Yes.
And if you guys want, please reach out to me. We can do canvassing, voter registrations, and do other stuff as well.
Awesome. All right. Thank you again, Gonzalo. I appreciate you for coming. Honorable Gonzalo Duran, get it right.
Thank you for having me as well.
Oh, you're right. No, anytime. So thank you for coming. And again, guys, thank you for watching the Vero G Spotlight TV show / podcast. And you can also watch us on all digital platforms, Spotify, all those places you can check it out on YouTube as well. And definitely support it. Also, you can watch us under YouTube for the channel under Who's Next NYC or under Vero G Spotlight Network. Thank you guys for tuning in. Your girl, Vero G. Dun dun.